Hello and welcome to Cholesterol Heaven episode 2 with your number one chef, Austin Flowers. As you can see, come over here. Today we're making simple homemade garlic bread. I know it doesn't really sound that elaborate, but when it's made homemade it tastes a lot nicer. Got simple ingredients, dried basil you can use fresh if you want, but you don't use too much. In there we've got 3 chopped garlic cloves, and we've just got a butter there. It's actually quite tasty butter, to be fair. Right, it's a bit butter I chopped there earlier. You want to add another butter in there with your 3 cloves of garlic and a teaspoon of basil. Just mix that up a little bit there. What I'm now going to do with this is microwave it on a low to medium heat for 3 minutes, just to extract the flavour from the dry basil, and of course to cook the garlic a little bit. As you can see, I've preheated the oven there. I'd say it's 150. I'll keep it on 150, however when it is ready out the microwave I'll put it up to 200. Cook it for about 3 minutes, just sorted. I'll just align this on here while I'm waiting for the butter to cook. The bread I'm using is just normal bloody sesame seed bun. It's just from Asda. You can use any you like really. I find cheese bread works absolutely fantastic, but this was the one I got today. Mostly because I didn't really have enough money, but it still tastes fantastic. As I'm sure my friends will be telling you later on.
Oh, aye.
Oh yes. Okay, so just make a few more slices of this.
Just pop me bottle.
Sean just popped me his bottle there.
Always go down nice with a nice cold Stella.
Of course it does. So as you can see, you don't want to cut too much. Depends if you want to keep some for later on really. Obviously I'm making it for my friends, so I'm going to have a few bits in just for when the game starts.
What's your predictions on that?
Stop there. I'm going to go Portugal on pens. What about yourself, Sean?
2-2 extra time Spain to win it.
That's a bold prediction.
I think they'll be just too good for them.
Get yourself a little bet on there, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
In the next episodes I'm going to be making pasta. It's just a simple carbonara sauce with mushrooms. Also I'm going to be making nachos tomorrow for, of course, Germany and Italy. Once again for my mates. As you see, they like eating the food, so they can't really complain. The beauty about cooking as well from home is if you're getting a bird over, right, some of them are pretty fickle, aren't they, so you're banging on, to be completely honest, but never mind. Just have a little update on how this is going in there. And there we are. You just want to extract your flavour. You're obviously going to be adding more butter to this once it's ready, because you want to give it a bit of texture so it's easy to put on the bread. You don't want it soaking in the bread if it's just completely wet and hot, because of course that'll spoil the bread. Okay. So that's about enough. Once you hear it starting to really sizzle, that's when you know it's ready. I'll take it back to here. Put in maybe just a bit more butter than what you put in at first. Not for the faint-hearted, as in the name. Cholesterol Heaven. Now you just want to mix this butter in here. It'll also cool the butter down. And of course, it's just fattening fat, so it'll go into a nice little paste like this. Just mix this up till whenever you think, really. Just make sure that the butter what you put in, which is cold, is not too lumpy. There we go. Now with a spoon, you just want to give each bit of garlic bread a little coating. Like I say, very simple. That's my philosophy. Homemade food can be extremely tasty if you just put the effort in. To be honest, I mean, it's extremely easy to go in the freezer and pick out a microwave meal full of salt. You know, plus you never know. There'll be a time in your life when you've got to cook for yourself. So it's good to know what you're doing in the kitchen. Plus, of course, it's nice for the women as well. Yeah, just want to spread this out. I've got a feeling I'll be putting more on. As you can see, it looks just like normal garlic bread, what you buy from the shop, really. Except I find with the garlic bread, what you get from the shop, it's too moist. It's obviously the preservatives that they put in. So when it is cooked, it's sort of like crispy. It's got a funny texture. It's not as nice as fresh bread, garlic bread. There's absolutely no going past that, like. So there we are. Any recipe requests, I'll happily do my best to look after you. There we go. Just do the final little coatings there. As I say, the oven's preheated at 200 Celsius. Fantastic food for when the football's on, or if you're just chilling. If you enjoy cooking, it's even better because, of course, it keeps you going, you know. Better than sitting on Call of Duty all night.
Or FIFA.
Or FIFA, which I'm a victim to.
Oh, US.
Oh. Let's see what else I'm a victim to. Okay. Right, so put them on the top shelf. Let's say 3 to 5 minutes. Depends really. As you can see, I'm in a different kitchen tonight. I've had to use Sean Radford's, which I'm very grateful for.
Yay.
Tomorrow we'll be back in May for episodes 3 and 4. Yes, not so epic. But never mind. Enjoy a cold can of corn, depends what religion you are. If you're Rastafarian, you'll have a smoke. Okay, I'm just going to put this back together. Doesn't matter what basil you use, that's just spice cellar from Asda. It all tastes the same when it's dried out, really. Once again, it is what it is. It's all grown the same. Little bread for later, in case you want to have a little chicken sandwich there or something. Now we're just waiting for this to... It doesn't take very long at all, to be honest. I'd say maximum 3 minutes tops. All you want to do, you want to get the edges of the bread crispy, and you want a nice soft centre, so the butter and the basil infuses into the bread, so it gives it a lovely flavour. That is, of course, garlic bread. So here we are. Oven nice and hot. Just got to wait now. If you are sick of me talking, well, I'm not going to swear. If you are sick of me talking out me arse, fast forward a couple of minutes, of course, till it comes out, and then you can have a look what it's like. Unfortunately, I haven't got the video editing software at this moment, so I can't do that. I'm pretty clueless with things like that. I've never been at university myself. I've always been a chiller, you know, just chilling away in the house, watching football, looking at Wikipedia, doing shite, you know. But don't all victims to the dark side of chilling, I suppose. You know what I mean? Anyways, I hope you're having a nice little time watching my videos. You'll find on my first video I made buttery cinnamon puff paste apple pie, which my grandma thought was absolutely delicious. Biased maybe, I don't know. Serve a bit cream, as I say, use that same recipe, use a crumble mix, add that with cream, put it in your bait, your husband's bait, you take it for your bait, minute in the microwave. It's absolutely fantastic, you know what I mean. Nice easy recipes. My philosophy on food, as I say, is simple, home-made. None of this factory stuff. I'm not a fan of these preservatives because I don't like to sound deep and like a hippie, but it's not good for you when you're eating something what's not natural. And of course that bread is something what is not natural. That will have preservatives in itself, but I think the less you put in your body, the better it is. I mean, you know, it's all carbon, but I'm not going to get deep with the science physics. Just checking the bread now. There we are, it's just starting to crisp up on the side there. As you can see, it's coming on. Does that sound nice, Sean?
Lovely, mate.
That's right here. As I say, maybe 2 more minutes for this bread, 1.5 minutes, it depends really. What you want to make sure is the edges are just lovely and crispy. You can have it with pasta dish, you can have it just with anything you want really, any type of dip that you think is going to work with it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what dip to have with it because I know there's some horrible combinations out there what people like to choose. Personally for myself, I just maybe a bit grated parmesan on top. As I say, tomorrow I'll be making a pasta dish. I decided to make 2 separate videos for that. Tomorrow I'll be making a carbonara. Sort of sauce, it's cream, mushroom, smoky bacon, bit pepper, sauteed mushrooms of course, which I know Sean doesn't like. He's always smiling there before I mention the mushrooms.
I'll pick them bad lads out.
Mix them all together with your pasta, piping hot, makes a fantastic meal. Even the garlic bread makes a nice starter. It depends what you want really. You can add anything you want in it. Meat, sliced chicken, but of course I'll show you that tomorrow when the time comes for the carbonara. Right, so keep it short and sweet. You pretty much get what I'm saying about how to cook your garlic bread. As you can see, it's getting a bit brown on the sides there. That's pretty much, I'd say these end bits are pretty much done. Just lift a little bit out there. You can see it's brown, that's what you want. You just want it browned a little bit. It's been on extremely high heat there, 200 Celsius. And there we are, that's episode 2 of Cholesterol Heaven with your #1 chef, Austin Flowers. And if you're not banging after that, you haven't got a date.